Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We are going to record the session. Our new topic is generation of the computers. So in this video, we will learn generation of computer, how many generation we have, and I will explain you each one of the generation of the computers, what are the technology used into it, and so let's, without wasting the time, let's go to the slide. I hope you can see my slide. uh, so let's start. Generation of the computers. So what is generation? We need to understand what is generation. So generation we are referred to, for example, your grandfather, your father, and you. These are the generation. So generation in computer terminology is a step in technologies. Generation in computer talks is a step in technologies. It's provide a framework for the growth of computer industry. So how computer is growth himself in coming years? Okay. So originally it was used to distinguish between the various hardware technologies, but now it has been extended to including both hardware and software. So generation is two type of generation we have seen. The first is hardware related, because initial computers having very large in size, so slowly with new technologies, new invention, the hardware sizes reduces. So older computer is like a very big, in like a room size. Okay, but now we have very portable laptop, desktop, tablet. These are the computers. Similarly, software enhancement also done side by side. So gradually we have growth in both ways, hardware and software. So till today there is total five computer generation basically. So we will explain each one of you one by one. So first generation computer. The first generation computer, the duration was 1942 to 1955, and the technology used inside the first generation computer is vacuum tubes. Have you seen vacuum tubes? I think yes. And for new generation, no, because vacuum tubes is very large in size. I think if you saw some previous televisions, that is very big in size. So the back side of the TV, you can see there's some glass is there and it's having some picture tubes. That is called vacuum tubes. So how it's operate, that is different story. But let's start what we have in this vacuum tubes and what we have in the first generation computer. So this first generation computer is used to calculate, used as a calculating device. So it's perform the arithmetic operations, plus, minus, division, multiplication, all this stuff. Performed calculation in milliseconds. It's very big in size, too bulky in size, and complex design. It's required a large room to place, because I already explained it's very big in size, so it's required a very big large room to place into it. Generate too much heat and it cause the burn of this some of the devices. So it's required a cool place actually, and I think we need to use the air condition. Required continuous hardware maintenance, because hardwares are very big in size, so we have to take care of each hardware inside the computer. Generate much heat, so must air condition is required, but anyhow air condition is anywhere required for any servers, computers. Till now we are going to use the air condition to cool the hardware parts. Commercial production is difficult and costly. Difficult to configure because it's very big in size, so it will take couple of days to install it and configure it. Limited commercial use, because it's not in use commercial so much. And few examples I refer to here is ENIC, EDVAC, EDSAC are example of first generation computer. So you can see how is the vacuum tubes looks like. So I have attached a picture also for the reference. Okay, let's move to the next generation. So next generation is second generation computer. Duration was 1955 to 1964. The technology used inside is transistor. You can see the picture of transistor, how transistor was look like. So it's a 10 times smaller in size than first generation computer, because first generation computer is very big in size. So 10 times, you can think about it. In a room we place only one computer, but after being to second generation we can place at least 10 computers. Less heat than first generation computer, consume less power also, and it's required less cooling also. But yeah, it's required a cooling because it's not so much small, but yes, 10 times smaller than first generation computer. Easy to configure because size is small compared to first generation computer. More reliable in information, wide commercial use, because the first generation computer we are not able to use in commercial side, but yes, the second generation onwards we are start using the computers in commercial, like organization widely. Large and fast primary and secondary storage than first generation computer, so its storage capacity is also enhanced, and storage good amount of data inside the second generation computer. So we have seen for the first generation computer is very big in size, second generation is small, 10 times smaller. So we have see how we have enhanced the technology hardware wise and software wise. Okay, so let's move to third generation computer. The duration was 1965 to 1975, and the technology used inside the third generation computer is IC chip called integrated circuit chip, smaller in size than first and second generation both. So we will compare each generation wise the computers. Perform more fast calculation than second generation. Yeah, large and fast primary and secondary storage than second generation computer. So definitely the third generation is, any generation is invented from the previous, definitely is having the more capabilities and high performance. So air conditioners anyhow required for all the computers, whether it's a first, whether it's a fifth. Widely used in commercial application, general purpose computers, and we have also start enhancing the software. So like we can use the programming languages like COBOL, Fortran are allowed to write. So COBOL is common business oriented programming language, specifically used for business or commercial. For Fortran is a formula translated language that's also used in the organization. Generate less heat compared to the first and second generation, and and consume less power also than second generation computers. So we have seen the first generation, second generation, and third generation, and how hardware and software both are enhanced in this three generation. Yeah. So let's move to the fourth generation computer. Fourth generation computer is also microprocessor chip. So duration was 1975 to 1989, and this is the generation where actually compatible in size is came for, especially for laptop, desktop, all this thing. So based on LSI and VLSI microprocessor chip, small in size, much faster than previous generations. So definitely I explain each generation has enhanced with speed and you know a size, and also in hardware and software wise, much faster compared to the previous generation. So all the third generation is, fourth generation is high in speed. Minimum hardware maintenance required because parts are very small, so it does not and reliable good parts. So it's not much maintenance is required. Very reliable as a computer to the previous generation computer. Totally general purpose. So all the general work we can do inside it. We can do the programming. We can use the softwares. We can use the Word, Excel, PowerPoint. All this stuff we have used. Easy to configure because it's small in size, so we can easily configure. We can also shift and here and there this portable size computers and laptop. Possible to use network concept inside the computer. So earlier computer does not have the network connectivity option. So in fourth generation words the network is introduced, and We can use the computer parallelly via network cables. Not require of air condition, but yeah, definitely required somehow, and cheapest in price compared to the previous generation of computers. So let's move to the next generation and fifth generation and last generation. So the duration was 1987 until present. We are using the fifth generation computers. In fact, I am recording the session which is also fifth generation computer, and technology use our microprocessor chips, much smaller and handy. We can easily carry this laptop and desktop, very, you know, any issue, based on the ULSI chips, and which contains 100 million electronic component. Okay, the speed of the operation is increased, consume less power, because if we charge today's laptop, it will take around 4 to 5 hours normal backup, and if it's a commercial laptop, then it's take around 7 to 8 hours backup. More user friendly interface and multimedia features, so we can use lots of software and features, and high level language are allowed with writing the program, and high level language are like C program, Java, .NET, all this different programming language we can use into it. A large and fast primary and storage, so it's having good storage of space compared to previous generation. Notebook computers are the example of generation computers. So yeah, I think we are good here, and in fact we have understand all the 5 generation computers, starting from a vacuum tube to till microprocessor chip. Yes, so we have seen that how enhancement is happened between these years, and what is the initial size of the computers compared to a room, and now in the room we can bring so many laptops and desktops. So yeah, so I hope you like this video, and do reach out to me if you have any question or query. Thank you.